Hi Sagittarius, what's up? Welcome to your July mid-month. How the fuck? We're already through this month. Like, it's going by so fast. Eclipse season's coming up. Are y'all ready? Are y'all prepared? I know I am. Okay, so we're gonna see what's going on for you second half of July 2026 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. If you are interested in a private reading, the info's in the description box down below. And let's see what's going on for you. Starting off with some animal messages for Sagittarius. Let's see what your vibes are looking like, Saggy. We got the beaver. You grinding, you putting in that work, you're showing up, you're consistent, your hard work's paying off. We have the beaver, peacock, and the camel. So there's a nice energy between like community and support and working together and then doing things on your own, little solo dolo. There's a nice balance between like your independence as well as helping others, leaning on others for support and vice versa. Gazelle, what's that? Gazelle, black egg, ooh, tarantula. You know, there's something coming up about speaking your truth or sharing your vision or talking about something that's been on your mind, but you're like, tarantula, rabbit, you're scared to mess something up. Well, Saggy, you're fucking great. You're not gonna mess it up, but I understand. You're overthinking it. You're weighing out the options, weighing out the possibilities. What's gonna be the best? Who fucking knows, right? But yeah, there's something coming up about needing to speak the truth, or somebody has a confession to you. If it's not you, Saggy, someone has to confess something to you, but they're scared. Very, very, very scared. So we'll see what that's about perhaps in a little bit. But let's talk about these cards that came out, starting with the beaver. Your hard work. Your hard work? You? You're working hard. Are you hard to work with? I'm just kidding. No, the beaver. This is someone who has a great attitude. They're a pleasure to be around. They got great ideas. They're very innovative, very creative. They're problem solvers. They work well together with teams. They don't have a problem leading or being led. Like there's this beautiful like companionship energy coming from the beaver. It's consistency. There's this dedication. You're devoted. You have a beautiful attitude about the work that you're doing. You're enjoying the work that you do, right? If you have this new job, some of y'all start a new job, you really like the environment. If work has been a bit stressful or not so enjoyable, I'm seeing the second half of July, it's a lot more, it's more fulfilling. Let's say that. If it hasn't been the most enjoyable, I'm seeing second half of July, it's becoming more enjoyable, more fulfilling, and more promising and more rewarding. Peacock. This could be bringing more attention to like your appearance, your health, your well-being, but just like your overall confidence. And I feel like, you know, you're gaining more of this magnetic attractiveness, this confidence that you're embodying, and it is drawing in a lot of eyes. A lot of people checking you out and be like, Saggy, who are you? I want to get to know you, or I want to work with you. Or I'm seeing like the work that you're doing, whether it's about your career, your money, or if it's like you're working on yourself, right? And you're like, yeah, it is hard work. Working hard work. But there's this acknowledgement here. There seems to be a lot of praise, and maybe some are asking for your support or for help, or like they want to know like tips and tricks from yours truly, Saggy. They want to know like, what did you do? How did you make this happen? How did you come into this success? How did you, if this is about your career, they're asking, well, how did you get into this industry? And like, how long have you been working at this job or in this position? Or, like there's a lot of this curiosity that others have towards you, and you may also have towards someone else, right? You're like, I'm very curious about this person. I want to know them more. I want to explore things a bit deeper. But Camel, you also like your space. Second half of July, you could probably go a couple days just doing your thing, unbothered, maybe not responding to text messages, phone calls, just kind of like away in your own bubble, minding your business, and just doing you, right? You might be going on a trip. Maybe it's a solo trip. Some of y'all traveling alone for the first time. This could also talk about Well, there might be some situations that are outside of you, that it's out of your control, right? So there's not really the point of you getting worked up or stressed about it. The camel's very good at remaining neutral and like level-headed during even the most heated or dramatic situations. I don't really see that too much, but if it's about like someone has this something they want to talk to you about, they're like, Saggy, I got something to say. You get a text message, we need to talk. You know, I would say that the camel's just like, okay, yeah, chill, like what's up? If there's something that's bringing you out of this calm, grounded, confident energy, that's something to pay attention to. That's something to observe. That's something to be aware of. The gazelle, this represents an energy of like doubt, second guessing, overthinking, feeling a bit insecure. So that's like complete opposite of what we were just talking about. All three of these cards, complete opposite. So like I said, gazelle could represent some sort of insecurity or a worry or a doubt. There's a questioning here. With the black egg, this is all about how we communicate. It's our speech, it's our truth, it's how we talk and share our visions and our feelings. And it's honest, right? It's truthful, it's honest, it's direct. Gazelle, oh, it's almost like someone could be asking you for advice. Actually, this happened to me like last week. Someone's like, okay, I want to ask you for advice, but I also know that what you might say, I might not like it, so I'm kind of scared to ask. I always keep it 100. Like, fuck, I will not bullshit. So maybe that's someone's approach towards you is like, okay, I have something I want to ask you or something I want to say, but knowing who you are and, you know, you're very truthful and you're very wise. Oops, let me move that out of the way. My lighter, a little purple lighter, just bumping around. You know, someone feels intimidated by you or your intensity or just like, you read people to filth is also what I'm getting from this. Someone, it's like you see through someone. You see through their soul. Someone can't really get away with lying to you or like you just see through it. You see bullshit from a mile away. And so someone feels exposed, almost like naked. Like you see through their clothes. Okay, don't be a perv. Don't be a sicko. Don't you be a sicko. Okay, tarantula and the rabbit though. But like, so tarantula represents like crossroads, choices, decisions, and like facing your fears, right? And the rabbit, my God, they're very timid, very, very shy, very scared, easily scared, very jumpy, right? Any little loud sound or bang or quick movement, the rabbit will just run. Fight or flight. That's the energy where it's just like fight or flight. What do I do? What do I do? And someone is just like all up in their head. And I don't know if it's you necessarily. Maybe I feel like the peacock is someone that could be watching you. You might have a lot of eyes on you. You might be gaining a whole lot of attention lately. Whether you even realize it or not, you might be so busy. Focus on your work. Focus on your studies. Focus on whichever projects you got going on. Your health, your wellness, your business. You may not even have a clue that some of these people are watching you, seeing what you're doing. And you may have no clue at all. Well, yeah, don't get distracted. I also will pull you a moonology message. This may be related. This might be completely unrelated, but we just had a new moon in Cancer, so I just want to see if there's anything that wants to come through regarding that. And then we'll get into the tarot. We have nothing will come out of this situation. Surrender to the divine at the bottom. Okay, so there's the answer for somebody out there. Nothing will come out of this situation. Surrender to the divine. Whatever is truly meant for you will never pass you by. Whatever that is not meant for you might disappoint you 1,000 times. Oh, there's a little fly going by. Hey, where'd you come from? God, the mosquitoes where I'm at have been so fucking nasty. Making me mental. I have so many bites on my ankles. Luckily, it's just a little fly. But get me out of here. Okay, anyways, nothing will come out of this situation. What situation? We'll find out. But this new moon in Cancer is like, all right, that didn't work. Let's start something else. Let's try a new seed. Let's come up with a new plan, a different plan, different than the last one. Let's plant new seeds. Let's learn from whatever failed, or it's not even a fail. I don't like to use that word. Let's learn from what didn't work in the past and let's make some adjustments. Because if you keep on complaining, sorry, there's a fat ass stack that flew out and that's too many. But if you keep on bitching and complaining, be like, well, nothing's changing. All you readers say the same thing. I get it. I know it's frustrating when I used to listen to readings too. I'd be like, huh? But it's until you yourself make the change, because you got to make a change. You got to make a sacrifice. Otherwise, it's gonna be the same old shit. So you get to the point where you're tired of the same old shit. You got to take different actions. And that might feel a little scary. That might feel a little uncomfortable. But it's guaranteed you'll have a different outcome. You do something different. You're tired of getting the same outcome? Change it. Do something else. Seriously. Nothing else wants to come out. So that's where we're going to leave the moodology, is nothing will come out. Oh, look, nothing will come out of this situation. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius, your energy where we stop shuffling. Look at the bigger picture. Do you actually foresee this? You know, be honest with yourself. Something's at a dead end, or, you know, just stalemate. It's a pause, delay, is what it is. Surrender to the divine. Look at the bigger picture. Perhaps this is in your favor, right? Normally it is. You might not be able to see it right now, but everything's always working out for you. Okay, second half of July for Sagittarius. This look. It fell out on this card of nothing will come out of the situation, and it is Magician. See, so you're trying so hard, but sometimes that happens when you're trying to manifest something. Oh, look, 8 of Wands reverse. Yeah, it's just like the new approach, new plan, new direction. This seed is it's a dud seed. So you're trying, you're pushing so much. It's actually creating resistance. You're creating resistance when you really cling on to something tight, whether it be a relationship, whether it be money, whatever it is that you're trying to get off the ground, and it's now becoming desperate. And now it's like, I need to have this thing, otherwise, it's a failure, or I'm not good enough, right? And that's creating this resistance. And the 8 of Wands in reverse is showing that there's like a blockage here. It could be just like an energetic blockage. It could be just representing like the delays. It could, let's see, what's underneath this? The Empress. So maybe just delays. Hangman, yeah. Stalemate, a little bit stale, a little bit stagnant. You're like, there's nothing happening. So you plant the seed, right? Sometimes it takes a while for it to germinate and for it to sprout. And then if we talk about fruit trees, I just started to grow a mandarin plant. It's going to be indoor because we don't have orange trees where I live. But the day you plant the seed is not the same day you eat the fruit. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, oh my God, I'm not getting anywhere. You got to change your perspective. Empress and the Hangman is all about your perception, right? You're saying, oh my God, I'm being delayed. This isn't working out. What's wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? You're not doing it wrong. You're just, there's a different approach. It's not that this is not meant for you. It's not that. 5 of Wands, the Devil. There's just something here. And maybe it's a person. Maybe there's someone, Spirit, saying you got to get that person out of your life before this blessing can come in, because this person does not have they have like ulterior motives, or they're not good for you, or they're sabotaging your success. They're like tainting. It's like one bad apple rottens the rest, that sort of thing, right? 5 of Wands and the Devil. There's someone here that's trying to power trip. They're trying to control. They're trying to belittle you, shrink you, make you feel like you need them in order to be loved. Ace of Cups, right? That's our love. That's our emotions. I see someone playing these power games with their love. They give you attention and then they take it away. And then they give a little bit more, and then they take it away. There's this power controlling fucking little energy over here. And that's like creating a block for something. Oh, you're chasing the wrong thing, wrong person. Let me see here. 8 of Wands reverse, Empress. It's time to upscale. It's time for a bigger pot. You've outgrown your environment. You deserve to have more room to expand. You got to think bigger, Think outside the box, okay? Think outside the box. So take a moment somewhere in the near future, this weekend, or when you have a spare moment of your beautiful time, to sit, ponder, reflect, look at things a little bit differently, different angle, maybe even flip it opposite. Whatever the negative thought is, flip it to the exact opposite. That might be challenging at first. That might feel strange. It might feel like you're lying to yourself, but try it. Hangman is all about looking at things differently. Your inner viewpoint is shifting, and then how that reflects externally in your life. Game changer. Empress and the Hangman. You're not stuck. You're not. You are actively growing. I just think that you've outgrown something. It's just not the right match. It's not the right fit. You're meant for something more. You're meant for something more. So nothing will come out of this with Magician is saying, try again, but do it different. Do it better. Do it better than the last time. I get a strong determination from you. And I also want to talk about Gazelle, where is that? Gazelle, the black egg. So this is kind of what we just saw with the Eight of Wands reverse the Empress Hangman, where it's like, wait, is this not meant for me? Should I give up? I thought this was meant for me and it's not working. Should I just quit? I don't see results, or I'm stuck, I'm stale, nothing's growing, nothing's changing. Do I just quit? Do I just give up? You know what your truth is, right? What's your truth? Say it to yourself, write it down, comments below, whatever your truth is, you gotta stick to that truth, okay? Don't let your doubts kicking in, second guess yourself, be like, well, maybe I should just give up and dig a hole and just cry myself to sleep. Like, no, don't you dare do that. Don't do that. If you need to do that for a quick moment or two, all right, give yourself some of that. But then pick your ass back up and try again, but do better. Right? There's no such thing as failure. You're not failing. That's not an option here. And every setback is a setup for a breakthrough. Okay, this doesn't want to shuffle anymore, so I think this deck is ready. I don't know. I've been shuffling a lot. I've been talking a lot, I feel. So the Two of Swords. Choices, decisions. 2nd half of July, you're going to get very clear of what has been holding you back. For some, it's just a substance, right? Maybe you drink it too much. Maybe you smoke it too much. Maybe you're consuming too much social media, or you're staying up way too late, or there's something that you're addicted to and you know, oh, I should probably cut back on this, or I should probably tighten up. I should probably stop being around this person. Two of Swords. What are you going to do? What are you going to choose? Are you going to choose the same? Give that same result, and then you can complain about it in the comments below. Nothing changes. I love you. I'm just joking around. Or you make a choice to make a sacrifice. Two of Swords to the Devil, 8 of Pentacles, which requires a lot of work, requires a lot of effort, requires consistency. I'm talking every single day. This is not something that you can just do once and it's done and it's over with. No. This is like even your own inner demons that you're having to work through and confront and face, and, you know, maybe you get some sort of help, some sort of therapy, you're healing, right? But 8 of Pentacles and 9 of Swords is where you're overthinking, you're saying, I'm doing something wrong, it must not be working, I'm not doing enough, I'm not good enough. Like, there's these thoughts. 9 of Swords, you're like tricking yourself, you're psyching yourself out here, you're doing the work. 8 of Pentacles, wrong card. 8 of Pentacles, you're doing the work, but then you're like, oh, it's not good, it looks like shit. Like, if you're drawing something, you're like, oh, it just looks like shit, and you're gonna just throw it away. Like, no, keep it. One day you'll look back and be like, wow, I've come so far as an artist, or whatever, right? We're just yapping. 2 of Swords to the Devil, though. There is something that is having a negative influence on you. It be yourself, it be another person, something. But you get to choose. Entertain this devil, again, out of habit, out of familiarity, what's comfortable. Or you choose differently. It's your call. Ball is in your court. But if you're gonna shoot, aim. You gotta aim, right? What's your goal here? Don't just do it blindfolded. Do it with your eyes closed. No. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles. She's grounded, she's secure, she's abundant, she's resourceful, she's very smart, very, very intelligent, and she's patient. This is where you're having to find the middle ground, right? We were talking about that earlier, even through situations that could get you a little bit heated or a little, I don't know, let's just say out of character. Queen of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles, slow down, and maybe even taking a step back, right? Maybe this is saying, hey, you can tone it down a little bit. You've been pushing, you've been forcing, you're trying to push a door that says pull, or vice versa. You're pulling a door that says push. It's like, So this could be saying, we're just talking about you. From a Queen of Pentacles to a Knight of Pentacles, it's like take a step down, take a step back, give a little less. Knight of Pentacles is like the slowest moving knight in the deck. It is something that takes months, not weeks, months, or even years, whatever this is that you're building, working towards, okay? I'm not going to tell you, it's going to be overnight. This is not overnight. This is not overnight. You're not going to be getting that instant gratification. Sorry, not with this. And if you don't like it, well, maybe choose something else then. Choose the easy path. Choose the path everybody else takes. Knight of Pentacles, the Empress, Justice. Y'all, just stick it out. Whatever this is, stick it out. Maybe focus on something else in the meantime, or a couple other different things. Things are balancing out. Empress, Temperance, wherever this path is taking you, it is leading you to your desired outcome. Things are truly aligning in your favor. Libra season could be important, which is end of September. That might be relevant for somebody. Good things take time. So having more appreciation for the present moment instead of rushing to the next thing, like, yo. Okay. But some of you have a decision regarding your job, your career, or like where you live. We have these two coming out. Nope. Is it two or is it three? Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Ooh. See, because you might want something completely new. And there you go. There you got it. You're like, this is just taking too long. I don't know if I have the patience. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll stick it out. Try and keep a positive frame of mind. You're right, Jade. All about perspective. and then, right, that shift in your perspective. You're like, all right, you know what? I surrender. Nothing coming out of this. All right, I'll plant a new seed. I'll try over, start this over, whatever. Make an adjustment here. And then all of a sudden, opportunity just start flowing towards you. Like a bunch. Okay, we got some things talking about slower, more long-term, more stable, talking about money, talking about investments, talking about your health, your wellness, okay? This is like, we're talking a couple years in the making that you're kickstarting. Then we have some things coming in that are more, there you go, that quick fix that you've been craving. You're like, but I want it now. Good, you got some of that too. You got it both. Got some long-term success, guaranteed. Stick it out, commit to it, devoted to it. Awesome, beautiful, long-term. This is not leaving. Ace of Wands. Now you got those exciting, passionate, whether it be in your relationships, friendships, experiences, adventures, branching out. You have a focus, you have something to motivate you, something to give you that drive, that fuel, and it inspires you. You can't wait you go to bed excited for tomorrow, You're getting into both. You're getting a little bit of both. And that might just surprise you because you finally were like, okay, you know what? I surrender. I accept. I allow. I trust. Everything's always working out for me, right? Everything that we were talking about. And then universe like, okay, Saggy, see that block. Remember when we had the Eight of Wands underneath with the Magician? We're seeing, okay, there's like a bit of a block, or, you're clinging on, you're resisting, you're creating such like friction, slowing things down unintentionally. It's not like you're intentionally trying to do that, but it's just kind of like funny how the universe works, because as soon as you let go, it's like everything just starts flowing. And it was, you're like, was it always that simple? Not temperance, Tower, Page of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords. Whoa, look at all that air. A lot of mind, a lot of thinking, a lot of information here. So first of all, Tower, Page of Swords, you might get some sort of news. You might hear from someone surprising. Clarity's coming, right? Nine of Swords to Ace of Swords. Not gonna lie, it's that little bit of a tense or awkward or uncomfortable conversation. That reminds me of what we saw with the black egg and the gazelle. And the rabbit, right? Saggy, I gotta tell you something. Hey, we need to talk. And you're like, oh my God. Or someone's like nervous of how you're gonna react or how you're gonna respond. So that is also kind of connecting to this, right? And was this at the bottom? Yes, it was, with these aces. Let's see here. Tower and the Page of Swords. Well, again, changing your perspective, changing your mindset, changing the story you're telling yourself, your truth, creates a ripple effect. Dealing with other people's perception, how they look at you, how they view you, how they see you is changing as well. You're getting a whole lot of acknowledgement, attention, and recognition. People seeing you in a light they've never seen you in before. Page of Swords and a Nine of Swords. This is definitely representing someone who is nervous to talk. So you may feel that way, or someone feels that way towards you. I'm not seeing shared or mutual energy. This is someone that's around you, because we have a King of Wands, which is you. Is that funny? King of Wands and a Five of Pentacles. You might have put someone out in the cold. You might have just not responded to someone's last message or picked up their phone call. Someone has to approach you and they're scared. They could be younger than you or just less experienced in certain ways. Maturity level, age gap, we talked about that. Someone is nervous to talk about you because something about you, you're very unpredictable right now. At least to them, they don't know what to expect. Expect the unexpected, right? You are, I would say, you have the upper hand. Someone is going to push through their fears. Someone's like overthinking. They're stressing themselves out. They're unable to sleep at night. If they do get some sleep, they're probably dreaming of the situation or what they want to tell you, what they want to talk about. But someone maybe had like a wake-up call or an epiphany, because this is also with that Tower, breaking surprise realizations, light bulb moments, epiphanies, shocking Tower moments. Maybe it's like an event that takes place and it really wakes somebody up to change their life. But yeah, it's very sudden. It's very quick and it's very abrupt. And now we have 3 aces. Triple ace over here. Bam. So we started off where it's like, oh, nothing's coming out of this. Stuck, stale, stagnant, blocked. Oh my God, nothing's happening. What am I doing wrong, Jade? I don't understand. What's my problem? It's like, no. Now, here we are towards the end of, we're not at the end, but towards the end of this reading. It's like, look at this. You're not stuck. You never were stuck. You were in the incubation process. You were in the preparation of what's to come. This is all coming in second half of July. It's happening. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay, let me look into these aces. You want to know what these aces are? Let's see. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Tower. Let's take a look into each of these aces. I'm so curious. Okay, hold on. My hair is in my face. Ace of Pentacles. Tell me this Ace of Pentacles for Saggy. Look. Ace of Wands at the bottom. Ace of Pentacles for Sagittarius, second half of July. 3 of Swords. Hierophant, Temperance. Empress at the bottom. So, Taurus energy coming out twice. This could be talking about necessary growing pains that this ace has in store for you. Okay, so this could be saying that it won't be easy. There may be some challenges, but it will be worth it. And there are heavy, high rewards on the other side of this growing pain or discomfort, okay? The Three of Swords with, what is this? The Hierophant. This could be talking about if you've gone through like a breakup or a separation, a divorce of some sort. I'm seeing like this is the journey of you kind of just like recovering, healing, yes, but also adapting and adjusting to your new lifestyle. And Temperance, right? This is that energy of like healing, recovering, resting, rejuvenation, and also just getting back into your divine flow. This is your energy, Sagittarius. This is where you are finally starting to feel more like yourself. You're feeling more at peace and acceptance. So there's that here. This is about you leveling up in your career, advancing to higher position that comes with more responsibility. Three of Swords for career. I mean, it's perhaps if you go through a loss, the loss is temporary, although it may feel like a fucking loss. There's something that you're gaining through this. Something here that is like, look, we have the Empress at the bottom. Hold on. Empress, the Lovers, and the Magician. So this is either saying, so if you're going through like a loss in terms of like a relationship, business partnership, I'm just seeing that it's making space for something that's more in alignment with you, or it's a better match, it's a better fit. Okay, but this is talking about like long-term commitments and contracts and like growth evolution sort of thing. Okay, so that's like long-term sort of like what this new cycle is, talking about the long-term investments, talking about like a couple years. Okay, Ace of Wands, this is more like short-term, right? More of like the quick in, out of your life, in the moment, passion, excitement, adventure, unexpected, thrilling. Let's see what this Ace of Wands is. Kind of the Ace of Wands for Sagittarius, Queen of Cups, and we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is what you were like kind of restless over. You're kind of like getting impatient and you're like, where is it? When is it coming? I need it now. Okay. Well, again, it's that same thing of as soon as you like let go and stop pushing or forcing or clinging on so tightly, it's when it just like seamlessly starts to flow and it's just like effortless. And that also, was it your reading we were talking about? Or was it someone else? Fuck, I don't remember. But the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you either stay watering the grass, let it get green, or maybe the grass is already dead and you should just get some new grass, right? Because no matter how much water you give it, it's just not going to come back. It's fried, it's dead, it's gone. It's been scorched in the heat and the sun. So, you know, so some of you are like, yeah, I'm done waiting. I'm going to try something completely different. Beautiful. Ace of Wands is at the bottom again, so double confirmation here. Oh my god, that just flew out of my hand. Double confirmation here. Let me just take a peek underneath. Hangman! Which is that hangman, that change in perspective. Surrender to the divine. Take your hands off the wheel. Look at things from a new angle. That inner shift and how that directly relates to the experiences that you have. Ooh, look, Ace of Pentacles, which we just looked at the Ace of Pentacles. That's funny. Underneath that, Six of Swords reverse. You might have, that's underneath that, the Emperor. Something that you're returning to new and improved with the Emperor to the Six of Swords reverse is like, it's like going back to old, how would I say? It's like you're in 5th grade and you go back to like something you learned from 4th grade. Like, you know, you learned this already. It's something that you're returning to, but with a new approach. That's what I said, right? Earlier. If you're gonna, don't give up, just try again and do things different. Like that's what we were saying. So that's connected to that. I feel like the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles are connected to one another. What was the cards that came out? It was the Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles reverse. Okay. Where we at? 34 minutes. I gotta go soon. Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Sometimes Ace of Swords can represent like the cutting of an attachment, clearing something, cutting something away that isn't in alignment with you no more. And we got these 3 cards. We have the Chariot, the King of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. I sense moving. I sense moving, or a new vision for your future of where you want to live, who you want to live with, what kind of lifestyle you want to have, or if you're making any changes or adjustments regarding your current lifestyle. King of Pentacles, or sorry, King of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This feels here, and this is with the Ace of Swords. So there's like discussions around contracts, agreements, investments, properties, homes, taxes, as well as like investments in like inheritance as well. If you come into like a large sum of money, it's like there's something about like something moving in very quick, moving fast, and it's like you have to be very much 10 toes down and fully prepared for this big ass move. Like, and some of you are actually moving, right? I feel like your heart's in it though. I feel like this is something that you've wanted for a very long time. For some, it's a family. What a quick moving energy. Things are gonna pick up for you this month. All right, we kind of, you know, second half of July starts off a little slow, a little stale, a little stagnant. You're putting in the work, you're putting in the effort. Things are about to take off, big time, in surprising ways. Yeah, that is what I got. I'm gonna leave your reading here. Lots of different messages. Please use your discernment. I love you so much. Private readings are available down below, and yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.